insane. Let's hear that again. All right guys, so I know we've had a lot of interest in the COPO here. So after its first run at the track in Houston, we wanted to clean it up, bring it in here. We actually had to add a couple parts to it. We'll get into that here in a minute. But yeah, so we wanted to show you guys around it, you know, inside, underneath, all around it. Show you how it comes from the factory. Basically, all we've done to this from GM is change the tires. So this is a 2017. It had been sitting around in somebody's garage for 2 years about. We didn't feel comfortable running on those factory tires that old, so we swapped the tires. Other than that, this puppy is stock. So let's take a look around. All right, and I'm sure one of the most important things you guys are interested in seeing is what's under here. So let me pop it open and we'll take a look. All right, so here under the hood, obviously this is the supercharged model by that 2.9 liter Whipple on top. So this thing comes with a 350 cubic inch LSX. This is all factory from GM. A 4065 bore with a 3.370 stroke. So it's an interesting combination. It's got LS7 heads on it. Got the carbon fiber inlet here, long tube headers. It's got the you know, breathers, catch can, all set up, ready to race. It's got the coolant line, or the cooling lines there for the blower to this little ice box they mount up here. Works really well. Cool location, easy to get to. There is an extra cooling system. You can link it here to obviously boost the cooling. We'll be adding that later, but we're just kind of doing everything step by step. Okay, well that's a pretty good look here under the hood. Now let's head over to the inside and take a look. Okay, so in here guys, everything is ultra clean. That's what I like about this car. Obviously they got rid of the normal factory gauges that would have come in this. They give you a manual set, pretty cool, kind of takes you back to the old school drag racing days. You got the COPO switch panel in here, so we got that in a couple of our other cars you may have seen before. It works well, gives us all the switches we need. Here, her shifter. So this is actually the line lock, not the trans brake. This car actually doesn't have a trans brake from the factory or anything like that, but it does have a two-step that we just recently added. We'll show you here in a minute. That's mounted down on the brake pedal. So we had to drill a hole through the brake pedal, mount that in so you can kind of hit it while you're coming up to the line. Helps you you know, stall it up to get those fat wheelies. So at the last time we were at the track, the last passes we were making was just on the foot brake. So this time we're going to take it out here in a couple days and we're going to try it on that two-step and see how it launches. So we'll talk about the outside of this thing a little bit, what's different, you know, what they've changed up from the normal 6th gen. So as you can see here, this hood scoop goes straight into the intake. So this thing does have an air filter you can bolt on if you're just moving it around, stuff like that. But this is the full race mode, ready to rip. And when we come around the side here, we see that it's got Bogart wheels. So these look good, obviously made specifically for the COPO. They look great, highly polished. This car's barely been run. So you come down the side here, we got the mirror delete, little block off plate that seems like it's double-sided taped on. And then right here you get the decals, the COPO, the Chevrolet Performance. Down the side, you come around to the back, you get a lot of difference here. So obviously you got the battery on and off right here. You got the parachute and the wheelie bars, which we hope to put to some severe use here in a couple days. I'll go ahead and pop the trunk for you. Pretty cool trunk pop here. You guys check this out. So you come here to the gas door, and right here, pop the trunk. So obviously no gas tank in there. Come around and take a look. This is really what I love about the COPO. It's just so clean in here. I mean, our race cars are very similar to this inside. Battery mounted over there, fuel tank in the middle. But this is just such a clean setup. All right, well, I think that just about does it for up here. So let's lift it up and take a look underneath. Okay, so I'm not going to claim to be some COPO expert. I don't have the book here in front of me to list off every part this thing has underneath, but we can take a look here and you know, see what we can spot out. So obviously it looks like we got some strange coilovers here. You come up connected to a 9-inch with, I'm guessing, 411 gears in it. It's got the strange brakes on here. We come on through, obviously, aluminum drive shaft. So we got the strange coilovers up here. It's also got the strange brakes in the front. It's got a turbo 400 under here. Keep coming forward, so long tubes obviously out to just dumps, very similar to our Camaros. Time to get her down on the ground and get her outside. Show you that two-step. So right down there on the brake pedal, that little silver thing, that's the button that allows for the magic launch. Alright, so he's going to try and get just a little speck of heat in it and then try that two-step. So I believe it's set at like 3,500 RPM, so I don't know if the converter is even going to flash that high to hit it, but hey, we're about to find out. Man, so that sounded insane. Let's hear that again. Well, I'll say it works. That thing sounds wild and ready to rip. I definitely think it's gonna throw up a wheelie now. So that's about it. We're gonna load it up, take it out to the track here in a day or two. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. See you guys next time.